Hello everyone, welcome to the Applied Physics lecture series on fiber optics part 3 by Dr. S. Deepthi, Assistant Professor in Physics, Department of H&S, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. So in this video lecture, we shall learn about signal degradation, attenuation mechanism, dispersion, application of optical fibers in different fields. Till now, we have learned about what are fiber optics, what is a fiber optic system. Next, about the internal things, that means the light transmission, how the light is transmitted through the optical fibers and how it will be used as for the communication. Now, if we want to transmit through the optical fibers, what are the flaws? That means what are the negative points? How the transmitted data will be affected? Okay, let us see. We can learn through these two mechanisms, and also we will learn about the application of optical fibers in this third signal degradation and attenuation mechanism. Signal degradation or distortion occurs due to the broadening of optical fibers pulses as they travel along the fiber. So in the previous ones, we have already observed the pulses. This is the input pulse we have observed. The output pulse for a step index will be like this, and the output pulse for a gradient index will be like this. So there will be at times the pulse will be fluctuated. The pulse will be more or less, depends upon the fiber. Okay, so there will be signal degradation or distortion occurs due to the broadening of optical pulses as they travel along the fiber. The overlap between neighboring pulses creating errors in the receiver's output, resulting in the limitation of information carrying capacity of the fiber. So, the information carrying capacity of optical fiber limits it whenever we have the overlapping of the signals or the optical pulses will be lessening or broadening. So, in the previous slides, we have already learned that there will be no overlap, but within the optical fiber, there will be no overlap of signals from one optical fiber to another optical fiber. But within the optical fiber, we can have the overlap of the, first of all, let us consider this one diagram over here. This is a inner one is core, this is a cladding. Okay, so here the light will be enter in like this, and the total internal reflection occurs like this. Okay, but if at all the core and cladding has very less refractiveness in between them, it may have lead to the escape of light into the cladding region. This is the attenuation loss. Okay, due to entering of light into the cladding region, some amount of power of light will be wasted. Attenuation is usually expressed in decibels per unit length. Okay, PIN means P input is the input optical power into the fiber. P out is the output optical fiber. L is the length of the fiber. Then decimals by kilometers is represented as minus 10 by L log P output by P input. Okay, this is the formula to calculate the attenuation loss. Next, coming to the bending loss. Bending means the optical fiber is going to bend like any ways. Okay, we can bend the optical fiber, but this leads to the, what we can see, the loss of information. Okay, so bending loss. There are two types of bending losses. One is macro bending, another one is micro bending. Macro bending, when entire optical fiber is bent, then the total internal reflection will be disturbed. See here, even though the optical fiber is bent through, we can bend any way, but if it is bent entirely, then what happens? There will be a loss of the property of total internal reflection. Okay, due to that, some amount of light will enter into the cladding region. Okay, and micro bending, when small external forces are acting on the optical fiber, then smooth surface of the interface will be disturbed, which creates some bend points. Okay, the optical fiber generally have the smooth surface, or if it is bent like this, see here in the diagram, if it is bent like this, then it will be get disturbed. Due to this bend points, some light energy will enter into the cladding region. Okay, here also some light energy is going to enter into the cladding region. This result in the loss in the signal power. This is known as micro bending. So we have two types of loss due to bending of the fiber. One is macro bending, another one is micro bending. Macro bending means major bending will be occurring, and this occurs due to the bending of the cable, and this will cause the loss in the total internal reflection property. And micro bending will have the small bendings, and also this leads to the this results in the loss of signal power. Next, coming to the absorption loss, fiber joints and dispersion loss. Absorption loss. Every materials have natural property of absorbing the energy. In fiber optics, light energy is going to be absorbed by the core and cladding regions when it is propagating through the optical fiber. Okay, that means the optical fiber materials are going to absorb the amount of light. So this is the absorption loss. And next, fiber joints. Fiber cables can be connected by using small special cables. These connections affects the propagation of light. This type of losses will come under the fiber joints. To get a large optical fiber or large distance optical fiber, we are going to join small optical fibers. So this will lead to the loss of optical fiber, loss of data through the joints of the optical fibers. Next, dispersion loss. It is the property of broadening of width of the pulses as the light passes through the optical fiber. Dispersion loss is broadening of the pulses. The result of dispersion is overlapping of light pulses at receiving end, which results through the loss of data. Okay, so these are the flaws of optical fibers. To overcome the flaws, what will they do? They are going to connect properly, and also they are going to use a gradient index optical fiber mostly in order to transmit the data through longer distances. Next, coming to the application of optical fibers. What are the application of optical fibers? So, optical fiber cables transmit large amount of data at very high speed. Compared to the traditional copper wires, fiber optic cables are less bulky, lighter and more flexible and carrying more data. Okay, coming to the applications, we have internet applications, medical applications, automotive industry and communication system. So, these will be having high speed data. Okay, next coming to the medical applications. Optical cables are widely used in the fields of medicine and research. Optical communication is an important part of intrusive surgical methods, popularly known as endoscopy. If we have any problem in our body, inside our body, if that is need to be removed, instead of doing surgery, they are going to send laser light through the optical fiber. As we know that optical fiber is a very hair-like thin structure, and they are going to send the optical fiber into a particular portion of the body part, and they are going to remove the unnecessary things from the particular part. Okay, so this is the medical application. Now, automotive industry. Fiber optic cables play an important role in lighting and security features of today's automobiles. They are widely used in lighting both interior and exteriors of the vehicles. Fiber optics cables can transmit signals between different parts of the vehicles at lightning speed. Okay, signal transmission between the vehicles is done through the optical fibers. Okay, this makes them invaluable in the use of safe applications such as airbags and transition control. Next, coming to the communication system. Already we have learned about the communication system. So, with the use of fiber optic communication system, you can connect faster and have clear conversations without any lag on either side. Okay. So, now continuing with the applications. There are military and space applications, optical sensors, mechanical applications and lighting and decorations. So, coming to the military and space applications. With a high level of data security required in military and aerospace applications, fiber optic cables offer ideal solutions for data transmissions in these areas. Okay. Next, coming to the optical sensors. Now, the world is completely having sensor applications. Optical fibers are also used for sensor applications. An optical fiber converts light rays into electrical signals or electronic signals. It measures a physical quantity of light and then translates into a form that can be read by the instructions. Optical sensors are used for counting and positioning of parts of contactless detection. So, sensors means contactless detection. So, there also optical fibers are used. Next, coming to the mechanical inspections. Optical fiber cable is widely used in the inspection of inaccessible places. Some applications such as one-site inspection of engineers and pipe inspection for plumbers. Next, coming to the lighting and decorations. Finally, we can see we are going to use the optical fibers in the lighting and decorative items also. Okay, optical fibers can be used as decoration. Fiber optic cables provide an easy and economics and attractive solution to the lighting projects. Okay, this is about optical fiber and their applications. Thank you.